Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Tamika Russell and I will be showing you some steps and clips. I am going to show you a review of what we've done in our training, which is downloading clips from self-service, inserting a video, adding a filter, insert a photo, add stickers, insert posters, change text on a poster. I'll show you how to move the clips, as well as how to export your video either to Seesaw or to your photo for sharing at a later time. So from the home page, what we're going to do, if you do not have clips already installed in your buffet of applications, then you're simply going to click on self-service down here at the bottom. Tapping self-service with the meat of your finger, you can either use your finger to scroll to find clips, which we find next to Daily Wonder, or you can go down to the bottom and click on the search magnifying glass and type in the word clips. Okay. Because I already have clips installed on my iPad, then it is going to say reinstall, which lets me know that it's there. But if it says reinstall and you don't see it, you can simply click on the reinstall and that will update and repopulate the application. So I'm going to show you. So I tapped on the reinstall option and it's asking me, am I sure I want to reinstall? And I'm going to click reinstall as a yes. So now with our working circle, it is showing us that is updating and reinstalling clips to our application homepage. So from the right, or from the bottom if you're already vertical. So my screen right now is horizontal, so my home button is on the right. So I'm going to double press and go back to the home screen. Just slide up to close the self-service tool. And then I'm going to click on the clips option. And now I have clips ready for me to use to add in pictures and videos for my clips video. So from this particular page, as you can see at the bottom here, it's showing the last clip video that I was working on. So we want to start fresh. So at the top, if you press on the white squares up at the top, it will say create new. So we're going to go ahead and click on create new, and that gives us a blank canvas. Now to add a poster, which is starting with a pre-designed canvas, I'm simply going to come down to the bottom of my screen and click on posters. Now here is where we have our different options for our posters. Not all of these are going to be open and available to our students. So we just have to tap and try the ones that they like. Most of the time, our students are going to want the ones that are pretty graphically infused. But we try to start out with something that's basic so that they can get the hang of it. And then as we are given more options with clips, then we'll be able to use more of the graphically infused posters. Okay, but for today, we're going to use something simple. So I am going to select Once Upon a Time because it gives us the image of notebook paper in a binder. So I simply tap on Once Upon a Time with the meat of my finger and it's going to appear. It is not yet in our clips video. To get it inside the clips video, we're going to go through those steps next. So I've selected my poster, which is only going to be at the beginning of my clip. It will not filter throughout my entire clip. If you want this particular poster to be at every clip, to go throughout your entire clip video, you would have to start with this particular clip and then change the font. Okay, so we're going to press and hold for 5 seconds so that we can insert this poster into our clip. And release. So we have this poster in our clip, but our title, and we're talking about clips, basically clips 101. We don't want Once Upon a Time. So I'm going to go to the clip and I'm simply going to highlight it. If you can see at the bottom, there's like a white illuminate around the square. And that is designating this clip as the square that we can work with. So I'm going to tap on the title, Once Upon a Time. It's going to highlight in blue under the Select All. And I'm simply going to change this to Clips, Training, Review. And then tap anywhere on the poster. Now you cannot change the style of font or the size of the font. You can only use capital and lowercase letters to title the existing poster that you select. So it's Clips, Training, Review. And it's in our clip. It's still down here within our selected row as we go further in adding pictures and videos. So now I am done with adding a poster to my video, my clip, and I've also changed the text. So I'm going to go up to the top left corner, and I am going to tap Done. So now this particular page has been embedded in my clip. It's showing Once Upon a Time because that is the last page that we were on before we made any changes. But if you go back over to the right and click on your initial clip, your poster clip, it's going to show the changes that you have made. To come out of that, to add another clip, remember you go up to the top left corner and tap Done. So now we want to add a picture to our clip. I'm going to start with a still shot from my library. And to do that, I am going to go to Library, tap on Library, and then I am going to take a picture that's already pre-existing in my library. And remember to press and hold. We're going to do a 5 count and release. Here we go. Now, if we go back and take a look at the bottom, we have our next clip. Right after we have our poster where we have changed the text, we've added a still shot from our library of photos. If you want to take a live shot or a live picture, you can do that as well. So what you want to do, let's say if you're in class and your kids are doing something totally amazing and you want to include it in your clip, then you simply go to Camera and you make sure with the circle up top that you flip it around. So I am going to take a picture of my MacBook keyboard. Press and hold for a 5 count. Here we go. And release. So now, if we go back down to the bottom, we have our poster. We've changed the font. We've added in a still shot. And we've also taken a live shot. At the top, in the middle, it's showing us how many clips we have in our existing video as of right now. So we're up to 3. Let's just say we want to add a video from the internet. Awesome. So we're going to start by clicking Done. Remember, it's going to not show my kitchen, but it's going to show whatever is immediately in front of you at the moment. So we're clicking Done. I went back to the last screen, to the last live shot that we took. I'm going to hit Done, and then I'm going to go down to the Home button on my iPad and double click it twice because I have to go to an external application in order to pick out a picture. So I am going to go to Safari, which works well with clips. And here's a little guy because we're working on fish. I'm going to go ahead and select, let's do like a Nemo. Since finding Nemo, let's find a good shot. That's a really vivid shot. So you can go through and make your selection, and then when you find a picture that you like, you simply press and the options will pop up. Now it looks like it's going to take that whole Wikipedia article, but it's not, because we're only going to click on the option Add to Photos. So I've gone ahead and I've clicked Add to Photos. I can go ahead and double click my home button, circle button at the bottom, and slide up to close my Safari page. Well, you want to make sure that you have a picture of the fish so that it can be included in your clip. So simply scroll over to your Photos application, tap on your photos. Any new photos and videos are going to populate from the bottom. And there we have our fish. So we selected our photo out of many photos. Press and hold to get your option Add to Photo, and you've selected Add to Photo. Close Safari and go back into your photo apps, and your picture is right there. So we cannot insert from photos, so we're going to close the photo app. I'm going to go back to clips. Now we've pulled the photo from the internet and we've stored it in our photo library. So now we're going to go to library. We're going to scroll up to the bottom and we're going to simply tap our picture. Now remember, to add into our clip, it's a press and hold for a 5 count, and you can only do 1 image at a time. So if you have 5 pictures, you cannot do all 5. You can only do 1 at a time. So we're going to press and hold for a 5 count. And release. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning just to make sure our clip includes everything that we have asked it to do or dropped in to have in our clips video. So we're going to do that. We're going to press play. First, you're going to highlight, see the white square around our poster page. That's putting us at the beginning, and we're simply going to press play. Now, just a little note, as you notice, when we took our live shot, if we go back, our volume was not on mute. Therefore, you kind of heard the rustling in the background of just the vacant space. If you want to make sure that you do not pick up any sounds or your own particular voice while you're capturing a live shot, then you simply go ahead and hit mute, and you won't capture any sound from your environment. All right. So we've downloaded from self-service, we've added a video, we've added a still photo, we've added a live shot photo, and we've inserted a photo from the internet. We've also added a poster and changed the text on our poster. So now we're going to go into adding a filter. Okay, and to add a filter, I am going to select my fish. Very bright and very vivid color. To add a filter or to look at the different types of filters that we're offered in clips, we're going to first select our clip, highlight it in white, and then we're going to go over to our rainbow star, which gives us our effects. And we're simply going to tap on effects. So while this fish is really awesome in color, I kind of want to change it up and make it look a little different. But before I add my filter, take a look at all the different filters that we are given. So if I'm working with little ones, I want to make this look more comical, like a comic book, and less like I went snorkeling and caught a picture of the fish. So I'm going to go ahead and select the comic book filter. And it changes only that clip. It does not change the rest of your clips. How do you know, Tamika? Well, we're going to go back and check so you can see. So we've selected our filter. We're going to go back and click the X in the right kind of lower level. Now we're back to our clip. So we're going to go to our poster page, which is our title page. And we're just going to press play. And we're going to listen for how the sound has been taken off of our live shot. And then take a look at our filter being added to our fish. Awesome. So we've downloaded from clips from self-service. We've selected a poster page. We looked at different poster pages. We've changed the text on our poster page. We've added video, not video, photo. We've added a still shot. We've taken a live shot photo. We've also added a photo from the internet. And we've muted the sound on our live shot so that it doesn't sound like we're in a stadium if we want to add music at a later time. So now to add video, you can go to your library to select video from your library. So let's do a 5-second video. So again, press and hold for a 5 count. All right, so now we have Samantha's video on Misty Copeland for celebrating Women's Month. And that has now been embedded in our clip. Again, if we want to go ahead and change the filter on this video, because we started the comic book filter, we'd simply highlight that particular clip. We're going to go over to effects, and then we can change and add different effects. The effects do not have to all be the same. They can be totally different depending on what your goal is for either yourself in presentation or for your students. Okay. So I'm going to leave this under, I'm going to switch it to camcorder mode, and then I'll leave that there. So now we have 5 videos, 5 clips that are connected into our clips video. Okay. So I'm going to go back because I want to add a sticker to one of my scenes. So in order to add a sticker to one of my photos or scenes in my clip, I simply highlight the clip that I want to add a photo to, and then I'm going to go back into effects, this rainbow star. We started out with filters, but instead of staying on filters, because I would like to add a sticker, I'm going to go over to stickers. Now under stickers, you have a buffet of choices depending on your goal or what the purpose is or the outcome that you're looking for, either from yourself for presentation or from your students. And if you just scroll left, over here you can see the different titles of the category titles, and then you see the different stickers that are provided to us. Okay, so I am going to put Mickey Mouse up at the top of the mountain, and then I am going to add an arrow. Okay, so I'm simply going to tap on Mickey Mouse, not so happy, and he's rather large. So in order to change the size to something that I like, I'm going to take my thumb and my pointer finger. With the meat of my fingers, I'm going to draw them close to make him smaller. Maybe I want him a little bit bigger. And I'm going to expand my fingers. Now I can turn him using those same 2 fingers. And I can also move him. So again, I want him at the top of South Mountain. and I want them pretty big. All right, so I've resized a very happy Mickey Mouse, and I've relocated him. Now I'm also going to go in and add another sticker. So let's go Yay from Inside Out. She's all in her feelings. Happy he's at the top, not so happy. So again, thumb finger, pointer finger, and I'm going to go ahead and resize her, put her on an angle. Maybe she's popping out of the corner. And at the bottom of the mountain. So now I've added 2 stickers. Okay, let's just say we're not happy with this and we only want one a person. So if we're happy about what we see, we don't want Mickey Mouse being portrayed as being an unhappy mouse because he's from the happiest place in the world. So we're simply going to tap with the meat of our pointer finger. I moved him down so you could see the delete. And notice when you're working with one sticker over another, the second sticker becomes a bit transparent in your scene, in your picture. So again, I tapped on Mickey with the meat of my pointer finger. Delete populates, and I simply click on delete, and Mickey goes away. So I'm done adding stickers to my picture because this is all I want. It's just yay, happiness, remembering what outside looks like. And I'm going to click the X in the bottom right corner of our options. So now I want to move my clips. Okay, before I move my clips, let's just go back to the beginning and press play to make sure everything is still in its rightful place. All right, so with Samantha's video, maybe we don't want to hear the sound because we'll add music at a later time. So we can simply go in and mute the original video. So now let's go back and make sure everything is quiet so we can add music, which will make this pop. Awesome. So now, just to do a brief recap, we've downloaded clips from self-service. We've added a poster. We've changed the text. We've added a photo from our library. We've taken a live shot photo, and we've also added a photo from the internet. Now, to our photos, we've added a filter, and we also added stickers. Now, before we send this off to be viewed by our students, or if this is for a PD or a PLC, we want to change the order of things. Maybe we don't want to start our training looking at such happiness in the mountains. Maybe we want to end off on a high note. So to reorganize your clips, you simply press with the meat of your finger on the particular clip that you'd like to move, and you move them one at a time. I'm going to put our sunshine at the end so that we end feeling amazing about what's in store for us as soon as outside opens back up. Okay? If we want to move another clip, you can do that as well. Maybe we want to give a shout out to the class that's studying about Oceanarium, and we want to put that up front. So you simply press with the meat of your finger and slide either left or slide right. If you decide that that is not the place where you want it to be, press with the meat of your finger and slide right. Okay, so we now know how to move our clips in terms of order. So if you want to just go ahead and randomly put in your clips and then put your storyboard together, then you can do that before you present it or export it to its next destination. Okay? So we're going to go up to the top left corner and we're going to hit done because we're done with our video, right? We're going to highlight our first page of our clip. And we want to send this to Seesaw. So here we have the share square. And anytime you want to send something out, via AirDrop, via Seesaw, if you're in class and you want to share it with someone, the share square is the way to go. So we're going to tap on the share square. And I am going to look through all of my options just to make sure the application that I want to move this to is there. And here we have Seesaw. Once you press on the share square, you can also save your video and it will go in with your photos. So I'm going to press with the meat of my finger on Seesaw to share this video with my class. Now, we can do one of two things. We can share this with everyone, but if we are reviewing a particular skill that a student sends us a message about, we can select just one student. So I am going to send this particular video just to my sample student. Still working with connection to Seesaw, I'm going to make sure I press the green check. And now my video has gone off to sample student in Seesaw. And we have confirmation with item loaded. Okay. So if you just want to make sure that this is saved for later, then you can also go and hit the share square again. And we are just going to save video. Save to library is our confirmation receipt. And we are going to click OK. And up in the top left corner, we're going to click done. Now remember, in clips, if you do not go back up to the beginning squares, which are the white squares at the top left corner, it is going to remain on the last video that you were working on or the last clip that you added. So let's go ahead and say we want to start fresh. And here is our clip video up in our library of clips projects. Now, if you decide you want to make any changes or edits to your clips, you simply, let me do this again. So we're looking at our clips library. Here at the bottom, it's on the last clip that we were working on. If this is not the clip that you want to work on, let's say you want to revise for next year, you can simply highlight in red any clips that you have in your project library and click open. And this will open up the clip and you can go ahead and make changes, move the clips around. You can go back to your library and add another video. Press and hold for 5. Take off the sound. And we're done. All right. So if you want to go ahead and take a few moments and play around with clips, that would be my suggestion, to try different things with different clips and videos and adding in pictures from different images from different sites off of Safari. I encourage you to do so. The best training is hands-on training as to where you can make different mistakes and remember the steps that you go through. I hope this video helped you in learning how to move through clips with downloading from self-service, adding a poster, changing the font on your poster, adding a video, adding photos from the internet, from your library, and live shot videos, making sure that you have silent videos with using the mute button, or if you want the background or your voice to be heard, allowing the sound to be open and available on your videos. And then also with adding filters and stickers. And then once we're all done, we've also gone through adding our videos to Seesaw or saving it in the photo apps. Again, hopefully this was helpful for you, and thank you for joining me with Reviewing Clips 101.